There we go. Where were we last time? Let's check the good old to-do list. Let's see, take the Glaxton Bow to the lighthouse. Yeah, but that's the main quest. We can do that later. Alright, cigarettes. Never actually did that, did we? Let's go see. And if any place has cigarettes, it's probably the war surplus store. Really, I don't have a... They don't sell cigarettes here? Oh, wait, there it is. How did I not see this before? Can you believe they used to issue cigarettes to soldiers? And that they still do, and probably will still for like 50 more years? Bad for you, despite what the radio advertisements say. Probably shouldn't smoke it. Oh, we can take that to Dirch's house. And Molly gains some XP. Short wooden table. There's an old tarnished silver tray on top, but it's empty. Put the cigarettes on the tray. You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Brushing the fifth turn, you put on Captain Dirch's voice again. Arr, matey, your smokes be upon the table as you wanted. Appreciate it, Captain. Then you hide behind the captain who's snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? It's a shelf that guy came out from behind of. Or rather, the shelf out of which from behind of which came as that guy. What? Inspect the bookcase. You try to push the bookcase aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. Check a nautical guide to Lieutenant Harbor. Check a seaman's manual of ropes and knots. Practical secret doors for the home handyman. You tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find one with the page corner turned down. A diagram on the page shows the three most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors. And on closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Aw, thanks, Tipper. But I don't think I'm famous enough to get that much recognition. Now I can enter the secret door. You give a respectful salute to all these dead soldiers. Maybe these guys think it's treasure, but it looks like trash to you. Hey, what are you doing in the... Were you serious about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah, even if I was saying this sounded stupid, how'd you find me? I hid and watched when you came out for your smokes. Ah, that was you, huh? Thought the captain's voice didn't sound quite right. So what's the deal? Well, it's basically just what it looks like. It looks like you're hiding in his old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In this case, it's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit, at first I was planning on robbing him. Figured an old sea captain must have secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate. No, it turns out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to. Except, well, his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. He didn't find it strange. He was a little spooked at first, but once I got a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to you in a situation that's kind of weird, right? So that's all? You just do this because you feel sorry for him? Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company is pretty good, and his short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for two people. He's a good guy and it's an easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait, what's it to you anyway? I'm here about the stolen urn. Oh yeah, that was probably a mistake. I mentioned the fifth sailor a few times, so I thought he might have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from that little cathedral to fill the spot. Seemed like a good idea at the time. The Vicar needs it back. Okay, it'll be weird if it just vanishes though. Can you swap it for another one? The captain doesn't open them, so you won't notice that there's no ashes in it. Fine, I'll see what I can do. Let's see if I remember correctly. Here it is, St. Polycarp. Get out of my way. If I remember correctly, there's a lot of spare urns here. Yeah, there we go. Wouldn't hurt to take one. There's plenty in here, so the vicar won't miss just one. Besides, you've earned it. Burial urn. This urn is not yet cremated. Oh, right, I have to actually switch out the urn. Oink. Yep, I did. Great. So we're square then. Everything's Jake. Look, this is really shady and weird. You should just be honest with this guy. Yeah, I guess you're right. Gotta build up to it, though. If I just pop out of the bookshelf at him, he's liable to have a heart attack. Or try to kill me. Alright, well, good luck. Now we can return the urn. I have no idea what I'm doing either. You're an inspiration to us all. Did I find I'm missing ashes yet? I did. Here you go. Wonderful. I'll get this polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing literal. I have some holy water or St. Polycarp around here somewhere. Ah, there we go. He takes out a little bottle of water and splashes some on your forehead. You got a perk. St. Polycarp's forehead. Your forehead has been anointed with the blessing of St. Polycarp, the patron saint of bodybuilders. Ah, it burns. Just kidding. Say, whose ashes are in the urn anyway? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore near here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Poor fellow. He was interned here as an act of charity. Was it about 50 years or so, give or take? Oh no, it's more like 300 years ago. Huh, interesting. What else is there? Oh yeah, we managed to pick up some fuses at the hardware store, so we can go back to the tentacle house and light up the basement. I don't know what these black orbs are, but I don't like them. Where was that basement? This way. There we go. Insert one. Hooray, now it's slightly less dark. This is the dirtiest broom you've ever seen. Grab it. Now it's the dirtiest broom you've ever owned. The world's dirtiest broom. You haven't actually seen them all, but you can't imagine a dirtier one than this. Holy dang, what is that thing? Get out of here. Get out of here, bot. It's like a rat with tentacles. Actually, yeah, that is exactly what it is. Tentacles and a bunch of rat tentacle thing. Let's use our pocket watch. Yeah, we'll reduce the damage it does. Let's take out this tentacle. Less bodies to fight is good. Oh, cool. I forgot what that item that was because I haven't played this in a while, but I'll take it. Up and there goes the doughboy. Ah. Ah. Ow. You won! Those tentacles have wiggled their last waggle, and the giant mutant rat probably in a better place now. What the heck am I wearing? Ah, Thunder Ring. If you're wearing this, lightning always rise shotgun, so that's what it does. I don't think I want to keep that. Let's get the Fooster Ring, because I'm going to use that spell a lot often. Ah, here's a problem. There's a hole in this bag of tentacle seeds. Some of them must have fallen on the old dirt floor and sprouted. Clean them up. You dispose of the bag and pick up the handful of remaining seeds. The company that sells these things has never done a satisfactory job of explaining why. Huh. Oh, and my mood changed. Got to go look in the mirror. This washing machine needs to be washed, and repaired, and completely replaced. Ish. You catch some unpleasant trousers. Mildewed jeans. Oh, actually pretty okay for right now. Plus physical armor and bonus to HP, but I kind of want the extra mysticality for myself. Anyway, I think that's all the bonus. I think that's all the bonuses we can get from here. Do we have any extra hats we can? Yeah, let's go to the boardwalk and an extra hat. And go back to the fedora. Actually, do I want the fedora? Yeah, sure. Fedora looks nice. You find a spot next to the window for that horrible potted worm Grady gave you. Oh, cool. Hello, you awful little creature. Fresh briefcase sits atop the nightstand with a fresh note. Slime, congratulations on your successful shakedown. You will be contacted with another request in due timeliness. DT. Ooh, a briefcase full of meat. Open. You open the case. Yay. Huh, was this flower pot always here? Find tentacle seed in them. It's a little tentacle buddy. Don't know why that. Huh, okay then, I'll take it. First aid kit. The groundskeeper from Goldthwaite Park and the jokes and gag salesman from Miss Brewster's are chatting about something. So one day, man over to the water fountain to take a drink. Boom! Huge spritz of pressurized water right in the face. But here's a clever part, see, it only happens once every 20 or 30 times the button is pushed, so nobody ever expects it, even if it's happened to them before. Say, that is pretty funny. But wait, let me show you the diagrams for what I call a whoopee park bench. You'll love this. It's always a good feeling to see two people hit it off so well. What's shaking, Dan? Ooh, cut of profits. Found this case of rum. A little bit of island nectar, eh? Found this case of vodka. Be careful with this stuff. Might end up drinking you. That's an old joke. I wonder if there's anyone new at the hobo camp. Nope, I don't think there's anyone new who can teach me more hobo code. Oh boy, fishing in a fountain. Alright, back to Crystal Dream Lake. Since we got all the side quests there done. What else do we need to do? Turn the Claxton valve. Oh yeah, we need to go to the museum. But to do that, we need to go to the hardware store and tell the guy to put the porta potty in the museum. Well, go back to the past and do it. Put in the sandwich museum. Oh, we notice. You notice a particularly cobweb-strewn corpse of trees, and as you get near it, copse of trees. As you get near, you catch a glimpse of the big hole full of spiders in the middle of it. You can barely read the old wooden sign next to it, declaring the world that the hole belongs to Beppo. Then you didn't find it. Flush yourself through. Village's sandwich. Don't break the law, please. This Garden newspaper says it's March 3rd, 1692. That's a few days from the last entry from that diary in that Putnam house. Actually, hold on. Is there anything else I need to do before? Sign reads sandwich gazebo. Vagrants not welcome. That's not very friendly. Well, let's see what happened to this village. Somebody led this horse to the water, but the horse is finishing the job itself. A water trough, fulfilling its destiny of hydrating a horse. Go ye fish. Better not. You might accidentally give the horse a lip piercing. And who even knows how long it'll be before those are fashionable. Well, well, fish and well. Not a really much, not a lot of meat on the hook, is there? Sign reads sandwich gazebo. Vagrants not welcome. That's not very friendly. Vandalize it. You look around to make sure nobody's watching and scratch the "not" off the sign. Take that, authority. Oh, hello. Come right in. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. Not at all. I'm always glad to have visitors when my husband is out riding the circuit. Name Slime Green. Pleasure. I'm Theresa Danforth. Like, this is basically a King's Questing out all your stick figures. It's full of jokes. Yeah, it is. I never actually played King's Quest. What's it like? Bunch of barrels, handmade bed, which has been made, presumably also by hand. No secret patches. There's zero reason for you to expect there to be one. Nice clean wash basin, as one would hope it would be. You relieve the basin of its handful of clean water. What an unusual outfit! Whereabouts are you from? I guess you could say I'm from Ocean City? Oh, the big city! That must be much more exciting than our little village. Ah, don't sell this place short. This city's more modern, that's all. It's like this, but using CGI graphics and full of instant death consequences. Ugh. I don't think I would like that. You said your husband's riding the circuit? What's that mean? He's a judge for the county. Most of the little towns out this way are too small to have their own courthouse and judge, so they stay out their legal matters and Clarence rides around to settle things once a month or so. Oh, well, that's actually historically accurate. It must take a while. Does it get lonely while he's away? Oh, our boy Tom and I keep each other company well enough. What's with all the barrels? Ugh, we won a year's supply of cream at the last county fair. We didn't expect them to give them to us all at once. None of us even particularly care for cream. Would you care for a ladle full, or even a whole barrel? No thanks, I'm good. I don't need the sandwich cream to make that doughboy. Door to the house is locked. If only you had some way to unlock things that are locked. Do I not know lockpicking? I do not know lockpicking. I can't open this junk mail because I don't have a letter opener apparently. How much XP do I have? 171. I could actually spend something. No, I'm actually saving up for this Limburger limberness. Maybe later. The sign is written in crayon. Today is the trial of Patricia Williams, who stands accused of stealing Tom Danforth's pocket watch, making a dumb-looking doll, writing Peter Proctor's stinky, rude word, head on the wall of the outhouse. Huh. Group of 3 kids gather around a little girl holding an odd doll. Order, order. If we're gonna have a trial, we gotta do it properly. I don't see why we gotta have a whole dumb old trial anyway. We all know she's guilty. I didn't do anything. Why are you so mean to me? Because you're weird and an outsider. I live half a mile down the road. I was born here. Yeah, but your family's outsider. Your father wasn't born here. My family's been here for like 60 generations. Closer to 4 actually, but the point still stands. The little girl bursts into tears. Intervene. Hey you kids, what's going on here? Huh? Who are you? I never seen you around here before. Name's Slime, I'm a traveler? Well, we're having a trial for that crybaby Patricia. I'm Tom, the judge, and that's Delia, the jury, and Peter's the executioner. Executioner? Holy jeez, kid. Well, we're not gonna literally execute her. Probably. My boss said she shouldn't die on punishment until after the conviction. Uh-huh. Well, how's it going? Not great. Patricia just keeps crying instead of presenting any kind of proper defense. I see. Will you be my attorney? Attorney. Will you be a attorney? Well, that's a good idea actually. Then you can present the case, and she can cry as much as she wants. How's she gonna pay for it? My father ain't gonna lend attorney fees or some slanderizing crybaby. I guess I'll do it pro bono. Oh, thank you. So what's the trial about? The defendant stands accused of 3 crimes: stealing Tom Danforth's, that is, my, gold pocket watch, defacing the public outhouse with a very rude slogan about Peter Proctor, and making a weird doll. I didn't do any of those things. You got the doll right there. Look, it's got 3 arms. That's weird. But it was regular when I made it. Okay, what do I need to do? Well, we're at the part of the trial where the defense will submit evidence that contradicts one of the charges. I'll be right back. You can't just leave. We're in the middle of a trial. Yeah, but what if I have to go? That's what I'm saying. You can't. No, I mean, what if I have to go, you know? Oh, well, look, kid, I can't just unload in the middle of a church. Jeez, alright, fine. Here I suspend the trial for a short recess. Thanks. I'll be right back. Again, you got some kind of guts problem? Yeah, I need some bad, whatever people eat in the late 17th century. Oh, well, let's try to get it all out this time. Fruit cellar. Doors are locked with an expensive German combination lock requiring a 5-letter word. I don't know this. Nope. Oh well, those are probably sour anyway. Looks like the chessboard was abandoned mid-game. Make a move. Consider the border for a moment, then make a move. Now white is winning. Too bad, black. It's an arras depicting several heiresses. You hide behind the arras, hoping proctors aren't genealogically Danish. I don't understand this joke. Fortunately, Mrs. Proctor doesn't seem to have noticed your move. Her conversation gradually returns to a less hushed, more easily eavesdroppable volume. Drop those eaves. Did I mention we've been picking out some new furniture for the bedrooms? Oh, really? Yes, bureaus and armoires and such. I found a delightful little nightstand for Peter's room. Even has a secret compartment in it when he's older and needs to hide little sinful lithographs from us. How charming. Excuse me, can I help you with something? No thanks, I'm fine. What I'm getting is, why are you in my house? Oh, I'm just, looking around? Look, I'm not one to be inhospitable uninvited guests, even total strangers. But I do have company at the moment, so if you'll excuse me? Sure, no problem. Poke your head inside. There's some graffiti scratched on the wall. Peter Proctor is a stinky duty head. Nothing but a vast abyss in that direction. I heard Tom in the church, playing with the other kids. Seems like a real smart cookie. Oh my, yes, he takes after his father. Always got his nose in a book. Be nice if they got to spend more time together, but a pocket watch Clarence got Tom for his birthday has helped. Pocket watch? Yes, it's a fine gold pocket watch to help keep track of when he be back, Clarence says. Tom really cherishes it. You know, the boy said he wants to be buried with that watch. Buried with it? Haha, wow. I'm just gonna leave and travel to the future for a quick second, it's white again. It was yellow for a short time, but now it's just... Maybe this was a doll. Who knows? Hey, looks like the change you made to the sign had an effect. There's a hobo hanging out here eating sandwich cream right out of the jar. Hi there, enjoying that sandwich cream? Sure am. Can't get enough of this stuff. That's probably why everyone calls me Creamy Steve. Probably, yeah. Best sandwich cream in the tri-state area right here. It's a traditional recipe. You know any hobo code Creamy Steve? Sure, I know 2 words. Is one of them cream? Yep, and the other one is here. That's about something else. You know, there's a hobo camp over by Ocean City. I might there be interested in this cream. Huh? You think so? I'd love to share this with other like-minded individuals. Sure, you could set up an extremely specific trade route. Sold! Creamy C runs to the gift shop to get some more cream for the road. Sandwich Gazebo. Vagrants welcome. Thanks to you. Ah, so this is the sign. Does that mean they just never removed the sign after they did the trial? Does this mean this entire witch hunt was just a misunderstanding of some kids? Considering there was nothing but daisies in this tub, oh my god. This entire museum is just a farce and misunderstanding the entire history of whatever happened here, isn't it? Wait a minute, didn't this house have a cellar? It did. You dig, revealing a crumbling set of stairs leading downward. Oh. Okay, maybe there was witchcraft that happened. Hey, yeah. Oh, right, I wanted to go to the cemetery. Where's Tom? Here it is. Thomas Danforth. Dig it up. Oh, look at that. Tom got his wish after all. His gold pocket watch has "To my son Tom on his 12th birthday" engraved on the inside of the slit. Does that mean I had to come back from the future to give the watch to him in a pet? This is confusing. I thought this was a pocket watch. Well, let's investigate. These ancient chalk marks are mostly rubbed away and indiscernible, but they might once have been part of an ancient ritual circle. In the middle of the circle, you see the broken piece of an old pocket watch. Was there actual witchcraft going on here after all? Spooky. Weird. This chessboard had clearly been left out on display as an allegory for the battle between good and evil. White is winning, representing triumph of the witch hunters over the town's terrifying witch cult. I just moved a single chess piece, come on, man! I can't even get into any of these rooms. Peter Proctor. He was a duty head until the very end. Oh wait, we're looking for Patricia. No Patricia here. But we can at least go back and tell them that we quote, found the pocket watch, unquote. You consider to move the board for a moment. Now black is winning. What happens if I go back to the chessboard now? Black is winning, representing a warning for all good-hearted people to be vigilant against the encroaching forces of dark. Ugh, you can't just win with all the analysis around. Right, back to the cathedral. Or church. I'm back, where are we? Patricia is accused of stealing my pocket watch, vandalizing the outhouse, and making a weird and asymmetrical three-armed doll. Promise I didn't. Promises don't count in a court of law, you gotta prove it. But, it's okay, I got this. I have evidence that proves Patricia didn't steal the pocket watch. Well, present it to the court. Here it is. This is your pocket watch, right? Hey, yeah, it is. Wow, thanks. Where did you find it? I'd rather not say. It isn't evidence if you don't tell us where you found it. It might have been in her house or something. I found it in your grave. What? I'm a time traveler from the future. I heard your mom say you love that pocket watch so much you want to bury it when you die, so I went back to my time and dug up your grave to see if you were, and you were. And there it is. That's crazy. You're crazy. Possibly, but it's true. And the fact that you were buried with that watch, Tom, means that you eventually would have found wherever you lost it, so Patricia didn't steal it. Tom squints at the watch in thought and winds it and holds it to his ear. It still works! The finest craftsmanship, still working after 236 years. They won't make him like that anymore. Okay, but this doesn't prove Patricia didn't take it. Maybe I found it in her house, or she will give it back to me or something. Maybe. But it's a closed loop now. We can't ever know how you would have gotten your watch back, because now you got it back because I just gave it to you. Isn't that all you really wanted was to get your watch back? You never really believed Patricia stole it. I would like to know what happened to it, but yeah, you're right. Sorry, Patricia. I hereby withdraw my accusation. Thanks. Where does that leave us? Then she was all the matter of the pocket watch. It's kind of... Patricia is just accused of vandalizing the outhouse and making a weird three-armed doll. I'll be right back. Are you serious? I would not subject myself to this humiliation in front of a bunch of kids if it wasn't serious. Good grief. Right, well that's one taken care of. Wait. Wait a minute. Nope, nope. Everything in this house was destroyed by fire except two objects which were found concealed inside a metal box. It appears to be someone's diary. Oh yeah, little description of the plan said Diary of Delia Putnam. Mostly doesn't look interesting enough to decide the arcane handwriting and spelling, so you flip ahead to the last page. Ugh, I hate that Peter Proctor so much. He thinks he can just go around being mean as he wants to everybody, just because he had lots of money and lives in a big house and all. I should use a much stronger curse. It would have been worth the trouble. Oh. So... it's Delia Putnam who hates Peter Proctor. So most likely she was the one who wrote that graffiti. Probably also the one that defaced this tombstone too. Duty had until the very end. Wow, Delia only lived like 11 years. If Delia was the one that did that curse, does that mean her name is also combination? I mean, this is the only 5-letter thing I can think of. Best bet I have. Oh. Well, that is definitely not it. What are the options for first and last letters, or do you already know the code? I actually do not know the code. So it's you got E, F, H, J, K, L, U, W, X, and Z. I don't know what word you can make out of that. But it does specify it's an expensive German combination lock requiring a 5-letter word. Yeah, it looks like that's all the every letter. I am not familiar with German. I wonder if the hardware store sells lockpicks. Nope, he does not. I wonder if the past has past hardware store sells any lockpicks. Nope. Oh, he has a fuse. I could always use more fuses. Rubbing paper, huh? Does that mean I can rub an entry of this diary? No, I can't. What's it even used for then? Oh, historical graves. Yeah, Peter Proctor. He was a duty head until the very 12 year. Oh yeah, this is a boy. Someone will be very interested to see this. Or at least I'll be very interested to see the look on his face when he sees it. I wonder if I can put one for the Delia's grave. Yeah, give me another rubbing paper. Nope. Nope. Well, then who am I supposed to give this to? Ah, okay. Oh, well, good thing I brought that second rubbing paper then. Some graffiti scratch and all. Peter Proctor's stinky doo-doo head. You make a copy of the graffito for your records. Huh. Well, that's not what I expect to do, but okay. What if I go back into the future and compare that with the handwriting of the diary? Yes! Wait a minute, this handwriting matches the graffiti from the outhouses. Tear the page out. You look over the shoulder. You see the guard watching it. You're gonna have to distract him if you want to get away with tearing a page out of the book. Then get away with the page you tore out of the book. Welcome to the Putnam house. Please don't touch the exhibits. Look into... Sorry, I get paid to stand here and keep an eye on things. I don't actually know anything about the exhibits. Pull out some of the pins. You discreetly pull a bunch of pins out of the doll and drop them on the floor. Fortunately, it isn't quiet enough in here for the guard to have heard that. Hello, welcome to the Putnam house. Hey, bunch of pins fell out of the doll. Sorry, I just get paid too. What did you say? Some of the pins fell out of that weird voodoo doll or whatever. It might be dangerous. Someone could step on them. Ah, jeez. It's a 5-letter word, unfortunately. But thanks for trying. He goes over to this bay and starts picking up the pins off the floor. Ha! Now I can tear the page out. You clear the throat loudly to cover the sound of the paper tearing and stop it off your sleeve with flipping back to the front of the book. You got an item, page from Delia Putnam's diary. Better stay back, the floor here is hazardous. I have evidence that proves Patricia didn't write the graffiti. Alright, let's see it then. I have here 2 pieces of paper. This one is a rubbing from the outhouse, showing the graffiti in question. Peter Proctor is a stinky... Yes, that's a graffiti in question, alright. My father basically owns this crummy town. You won't get away with the slander, Patricia. Technically, it's libel, not slander. What's the other piece of paper? This is a page from someone's diary. This is a page from someone's diary. Someone who clearly thinks Peter Proctor is a stinky duty head. And if you compare the handwriting to the graffiti, they're a perfect match. Wow, they sure are. Whose diary is this from? This diary belongs to Delia Putnam. What? Give me that! And that's easier. That's Jewel, well, Kel, Kuel, well, Zel, Huel, possibly more. I'll have to look into it. Give me this. Wait a minute, I don't remember writing this. Hey, this is dated 3 days from now. The paper's really old too. What's going on here? I already told you guys, I'm from the future. I stole it from a museum. My diary was in a museum? Wow, so you admit that I wrote the graffiti. Yeah, whatever. It's not the same if you don't use a Deutsch accent. Oh, unfortunate. Whatever, it isn't libel if it's true, right? Hey! Yes, that's correct, and in any case, the charge against Patricia is hereby dropped. You do owe someone an apology, though, Delia. Yeah! Not you, duty head. They mean Patricia. Sorry, Patricia. It was Peter I was mad at. I didn't mean you to get in trouble for it. It's okay. He is a duty head. I was wondering why you were writing German words there. Yeah. What next? Hey, Tipper, while you're here, what's the German word for open? Often. Okay, well, that is not one of the options, unfortunately. You cleared Patricia on most of the charges. Only thing left is a matter of her making a weird 3-armed doll. What's wrong with that? So she has a weird doll, so what? She can't go around being weird and different all the time, no matter how much you want to. Mom and Pa say it ain't proper. You want to say it as a command if you often. Unfortunately, the lock does not have an O for some reason. Or an N. Yeah, it's part of the social contract. Did you sign a contract, Patricia? I didn't sign anything, I promise. It's not that kind of a contract. I'll be right back. It's locked with an expensive German combination lock requiring a 5-letter word, but I don't know what that word is. What about the lock? Oh, it just says it says enter a word, but I don't know what it is. There's a very small selection of letters that we can actually use. Yeah. Until there's a possible letters as well as the words they found. I think yeah, but the problem is we never actually heard of a word in here, so we're just guessing by whatever the potential letters are. Has to be a solution. Has to be. Oh, actually, where was this judge right now? Nope, we don't know where he is. Cool could be another word to try. You know what, I'll try it. Wait a minute. Did all 3 doors lead to the exact same outhouse? Huh. That's a very inconvenient design. You know what, I'll try those. Brute force it, why not? Nope. This is Wordle all over again. Well, now I just need to figure out the case of the creepy doll. That's a lot of word-based games. Well, definitely nothing else to do in the past except for that combination lock, which we still don't know the word to. Maybe we can come back later. Where else can we go? Alright, the outhouse can go in that cave full of mushrooms. Mushroom cave? That's an odd choice. Nobody goes mushroom picking there anymore on account of the monsters. Monsters? Well, that's the rumor. If you ask me, someone just ate the wrong kind of mushroom and you add case to the Ghiblis. Anyway, I'll get that pit dug tomorrow and have the outhouse finished the day after. What can I do for ya? Congrats. There we go, the cave full of mushrooms. This trees in this clearing are tagged for felling. Seems some big city construction company plans on crafting a giant crossbow to kill God. Not today, big city construction company. Not today. But, this writhing mass of fungus must be the reason why they call this place Mushroom Mountain. Let's go back into the past. Non-violence seems to be a non-option here. Violence it is. Ow. Oh no, they're too strong. Oh no, Molly can't follow me in here. Oh wow, that's good. These guys do a lot of damage actually. Take that. You taught those mushrooms a lesson you're not certain they have ever had the capacity to remember or forget. Ooh, mushroom cap. I'll take that. More mysticality is good. What's, ooh, we have enough experience for this. Maximum AP. Some malevolent moving mushroom men. Massacre! Mushman, Spoolie Spool, just sitting there. Okay, don't attack that one. Ouch. This one's gonna throw a rock at me, which is not good. Ow. I'm at 6 HP, but this guy's gonna do 9 damage to me. Now it's gonna do 8 damage to me. I guess I can heal myself. Chomp. And attack this thing. Ow. And it's just sitting there. Victory! You have once again asserted the superiority of mammals over mushrooms. You got Mushman Spear. And my Fairy Star one still does more. Third and final group of hostile fungi. Ugh, that's a lot of them. Knock the spores out of them. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. This one poisons everyone. This one's gonna attack me. This one raises everyone's maximum attack. Or maximum HP. Could use this cola can, I guess. Toss. Use the cheese ability. Okay, so 2 action points left, so we can use this to attack the Poisoner. And then use a star one to kill the Stabber. Good. The Lucius Spore is not going to do anything. Well, it's going to give them health, but that's not really a problem. Our Dope is going to die next turn. Good. And all that's left is a Exfoliate Spore. Explode Spore. Yeah. Perfect. Perhaps it's not solely a German word. Maybe. Oh, I got another mushroom cap. Whoever misplaced his axe apparently did not know trees do not generally grow in caves. You got woodcutting axe. Based on the natural appearance and aura, you'd say this is the source of the bad mushroom magic. Do I destroy it? I can go back out into the future and see what it is like first. Toilet is the future. Pull some off and fight him. Or is the mushroom just infinite? Now we'll see. You reduce the amount of fungus in the mountain by a small amount. There's still a lot of fungus remaining. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go back in the past and take out that mushroom if we want to get through to this cave. Destroy the mushroom. There we go. Poor mushroom. Never had the chance to end up as a saute. There we go. No more mushrooms. Ooh, these fungi are all glowy. You got glowing ooze. Huh, yeah, there's nothing here. Weird. What's at the crystal store? Stench of death hangs heavily from the trees in this glade, but this is curious. On the first floor, a handful of standing stones is displaced, scattered with no regard to order. The stones arranged in a pattern of a thumbs up, the tree are visibly rejuvenated. Crystal's Crystal Dream Lake Crystal Store. Alright, have fun, Tipper. Yep, thank you. Shelves are bare. The proprietress of this empty store has nothing to proprietor. What do you sell here? What do you think? Nothing. You're dead right, aren't ya? And that's funny, don't you think? Because you really think that a crystal store next to a crystal mine would sell crystals, wouldn't ya? I would, yes. Let me tell you a little story about a young woman whose name is me. Ooh, I love little stories. My parents wanted me to go straight into college, so that's what I did. But college girls, they're only thinking about one thing, getting a degree so they can work in a mine. I'm not like regular girls, pal. I want to sell the things that come out of a mine. Sure, gases and such. So I dropped out and moved across 13 states to the best crystal mine in the country. When I arrived, the mine was out of business, and now so am I before I even got started. So what are you still doing here? Well, I ain't selling crystals, so it's plan B, which is crowning. Missed why you want to sell crystals specifically. My name is Crystal. That doesn't mean you have to sell crystals. Yeah, but it just means I got fewer nouns to keep in my head. You want me to check out that mine? Yeah, bring me a couple of crystals, you were thinking? Not asking you to clear out the whole mine, pal, but with just a few crystals I can afford to send my whole sorority down there. Location unlocked. Gumbuckle Mine. I'll see what I can do. You pull up short, having nearly walked straight into a huge spider web while you weren't paying attention. Although, I guess some part of you was paying attention. Good job, whatever that part was. You turn and head in another direction, and soon find yourself stopped by another big spider web. So you turn around and try another direction. Nope, that path ends in a big spider web as well. Looks like the attention-paying part of you wasn't paying enough of it to keep you from getting lost in a huge spider web maze. Also, he's and lees. Yeah, I don't think randomly guessing is going to help at this point. Thanks, though. Maybe in the future you should pay attention to these things yourself instead of just delegating. Solve the maze. With some careful mental mapping, you eventually manage to navigate your way out of the maze. Somewhere nearby, you hear a chittering noise that is probably the spidery equivalent of shucks. This door is comprehensively boarded shut, wide open. Your crowbar makes short work of the long boards. Oh, not another door. This little radio is playing some big band music. The coat rack is bare. The cabinet is securely locked. There's nothing on this desk except a very old pink slip. The reason for termination listed as shirking of elevator maintenance duties. This filing cabinet is newer than the rest of the furniture, but it's still pretty wrecked. There's some shoes. That probably made some sense to somebody at some point. You got flip-flop. Flip file flip-flops. Makes your steps more organized. Let's check out that elevator first. Elevator has rusted into a state of total functionlessness. Okay. Back into the past we go. It's a 1906 calendar. Desk with nothing on or in or under or behind it. Huge disappointment, really. An empty birdcage. They must have run out of canaries. This version of the cabinet is unlocked. Unfortunately, this version of the cabinet is empty. There's a jacket hanging on the coat rack, which I guess makes it technically a jacket rack. There's the jacket. There's a key in the pocket. You got Gumbuckle Mine Cabinet key. Little brass key with Kretschmeyer Cabinet Code engraved on it. Wait. Ah, unlock it. Click. Cabinet is empty except for one can of elevator grease. This can is labeled elevator grease, so don't go thinking you can use it to lubricate a ramp or staircase or funicular. Grease it. It's far too gone for the grease to help at this point. You really hope somebody got fired for doing such a terrible job of taking care of this elevator. Well, yeah, that's what the pink slip is for. The elevator that leads down to the main shaft. Give it a good greasing. A squirt here, a dollop here, and kapow! This thing will run like a charm for the next 22 years. This cabinet is labeled dynamite storage, and it is extremely locked. It's a large, oddly spherical rock. A very large, oddly spherical rock. It has a hole drilled into it. Shine your flashlight in the hole. Your flashlight reveals a sparkly colored crystals inside. It's a geode! The table has a bare except for a note reading IOU, 1 helmet. Oh, there's nothing here, unfortunately. Let's go to this Beppo's hole. Trio hooded figures in hooded white rows step out of the trees around you. It's hard to tell if the rows contain person-shaped shadow monsters or if they're regular people whose faces are concealed by shadows of their hoods. Well, not that regular people go around wearing hooded robes very often anyway. Whichever it is, it doesn't seem like they have good intentions. Hey, what's your deal? Well, that clears that right up. You won! All the black smoke leaks out of the roast pretty quickly after they've eaten. So you don't get a chance to question them any further. Not that it probably would have been any more effective than the first time. There aren't as many spider eggs in there as it could be, but there are still too many. There are definitely a lot of spiders in this hole. Wriggling mass of spider eggs. There's a plaque that says Beppo's Hole at the top, and there's some fine print. Read it. Beppo's Hole is named after Beppo P. Cericchio, who purchased this plot of land in 1903 with the stated intention of creating a shark sanctuary. He managed to dig one decent-sized pit, but before he could fill it up with sharks, it filled itself up with spiders. Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that spiders filled it up with themselves, and their offspring, their teeming hordes of awful, venomous offspring. It is the opinion of the Crystal Dream Lake Historical Society that Beppo's Hole should be avoided at all costs. In fact, we probably shouldn't have placed this placard here, or included it on any of our maps. May those you leave behind forgive us. Fascinating. This wriggling cocoon is roughly person-sized, so it's either a person who's been cocooned by a spider and is slowly suffocating to death, or it's a person-sized mass of baby spiders. Talk to him, her, or them. Hello in there? Oh, are you a person, or a mind-breaking quantity of baby spiders? Oh, is that the kind of noise that a whole lot of baby spiders would make? Oh, cut them free. You cut apart your cocoon, bracing yourself for a true horror. Fortunately, it just turns out to be a guy in there. Phew, thanks, friend. You had me worried there for a sec. Call me Doc. Came here to get some free gals. Got a bit more than I bargained for. Hi, Doc. Slime. Assume from your doctor hat thing that you're literally a doctor? In the sense that doctoring is my profession, yes. In the sense that I have a legal license for practicing it, no. You're looking for gauze? Yep, the webs from the big spiders like this make it really great for surgical gauze. It's strong, self-adhesive, and even sterile if it's really fresh. Unfortunately, I kind of bit off more than I could chew. You can chew it too? No, I meant metaphorically. One of the great big spiders that live in Beppo's Hole caught sight of me. I don't recommend messing around with that hole, especially if you're flushed onto the gills on medicinal alcohol. I see. Oh, sure, I can teach you a hobo code for all kinds of medical terms. Yay, hobo code knowledge increased. You know, there's a hobo camp just outside of Ocean City. They could probably use a doctor. Great, I could use some patience because I'm much too eager to get doctoring. That's a joke that works better out loud than in print. But anyway, see you there. Oh, no. I guess this is just a location to farm for some spider-like enemies. Oh, let me click the one behind you. Thank you. Ooh, a spider-like wand. And a glob of spider webs. And spider eggs. Fewer spiders is better spiders, apparently. Alright, let's see... Where are we going? Future version yourself strolls up to you and hands you a fat wad of meat. You know it's the future version and not the past version because you don't remember this happening before. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying it to future me, but that's me now, so you'll have to do. But what's the point in giving me meat if I have to give it back to me later? You'll be making meat much more easily later, so this won't seem as much then. So think of it as a no-interest loan. On the contrary, I actually am interested. They roll their eyes at you. Sheesh. Future you was a jerk. Haha, yeah. Don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something. Alright, well, we cleared out the mushroom cave. Can we put the outhouse anywhere else? No. There has to be a way to solve this outhouse. Or solve this museum puzzle. Anything else I can buy? No. There's still nothing we can do here. I have no idea what to do here. Alright, I guess we're gonna continue the main quest then for now. So we don't think we have a way to open that geode. Notice if the hardware store sells any pickaxes or whatever. Nope. I guess we can give the Glaxton valve back now. It's a pet store, fairy lair, distillery. Back to the lighthouse we go. You see your past self coming up the road towards you, and you remember that 300 meat you owe you. Maybe you ought to pay that back so the paradox doesn't destroy causality or anything. Pay them back. You stroll up to yourself and hand them 300 meat. As expected, they're a bit puzzled by this. Here, take this meat. Technically, I guess I should be repaying to the future me, but that's me now, so you'll have to do. But what's the point in getting meat if I have to give it back later? You'll be making meat more easily later, so it won't seem much as then. So think of it as no interest on. On the contrary, I actually am interested. You roll your eyes. God, what a cornball joke. You're frankly embarrassed that I made it. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to pay you back or the universe will probably explode or something. Got the valve you asked for. Did you install it? No, I have it right here. Won't do as much good in your hands like that. Go hook it up to the pump outside. Fine, fine. There you go, much better face. Install the Glaxton valve. Fortunately, the place where it slots in is clearly labeled. Hello again. I installed the valve. Yep, I've been watching the water level through the window here. Should be dry enough for our purposes now. On upstairs. He disappears through the door behind him. An empty and wet bookshelf. Good thing he had his book downstairs. Huh. Most lighthouses have a somewhat bigger lamp. A box of spare 60-watt light bulbs. Ask one. You only use 60-watt light bulbs? Don't need much. Ain't that big a lake. Huh. Here we are. Welcome to where the magic happens. Magic? Sure. Fiat loot. I don't know what that means. Old lighthouse keeper joke. So, can I have the compass now? What? No, certainly not. I need that. But you asked if I had an old compass, and I said that and I'd show it to you. I never said anything about giving it to you. Oh, well, I really need it. So do I. Gotta calibrate this lamp to the North Star every so often. Now I need a good compass to show me which one is the north one. What if I get you a new one? Nope, I said a good one. New ones ain't any use at all. Why not? Because of how they change them. What? Change the compasses? Did they teach you that in school? Folk got short memories. It's only around about to turn the century. Some Atlas company bought the patent on the West and rebranded it as New North. And they did a recall on all the compasses and issued new ones. They all point west now, and that's useless for my purposes. What? What? How about I find you another old one then? If you can find another pre-New North compass in the at least as good as a condition as mine, then sure, I'll swap you. Don't really get the point of that would be though, since you'd already have one. Well, it's a long story. Never mind then. Or maybe this'll help you. Most of old compasses got radium paint on the dials so you can read them at night. This old Geiger counter ought to be able to pick up the radiation for... Why are old compasses radioactive? This newest invention of the Hey Really company. This device allows you to detect radiation by making an annoying clicking noise when any is nearby. Where should I start? Well, most folks consider the old kind of compass to be trash nowadays, and if I was trash, I'd probably be at the old junkyard. Thanks, I guess. On a moldering tree stump on the side of the road, you see a glowing mushroom. Ooh, a mushroom. Heated fishing rod cooks the trash from the inside. Pull it out. A hot rod. Trash is left medium rare, but a connoisseur would eat it. Well done. Mysticality plus 2 hot damage. Ooh. Hey, there's something shiny in this pile of trash. It's a ring! Neat! Increase your companion's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 2 at the start of combat. I'll take it. I'll take it. This pile of trash must be especially appealing to flies. Radio must be solar powered, or trash powered. This pile of trash smells so much worse than the other piles. Do I have enough stench armor? I have 1 stench armor. I do have that gas mask. Aha! Congratulations, this is the worst pair of pants you could have ever imagined. Yay! Trash silk pants. Wearing these pants makes you wish you could afford better pants. This hobo is trying to wrestle a stove out of a pile of trash. Howdy, I'm Beanie. Hey Beanie, I'm Slime. What are you up to? I'm trying to get the stove so I can haul back to our hobo camp outside of Ocean City. Oh, you know about the camp? Yep, I'll be cooking up a mess of beans when I get this stove back here, let me tell you. You got any hobo code you can teach me? Sure, heck I know a dozen different symbols for beans. Wouldn't one be enough? They all look pretty similar now that you mention it. Now I just need more muscle. Vampire skull cap, that gives 1 muscle. Amethyst choker, another muscle. Help and get the stove out. With a sort of grunting and heaving, the two of you managed to yank the stove free. Thanks a million, pal. Now I just gotta drag this back to camp and I'll be in beansness. Haha. Alright, back to the old. Seems like all the wettest, slimiest trash has been sorted into this pile. Sleaze armor. Do I have sleaze armor? Well, I got greasy gloves. Oh, I also have a car freshener. Could use that. Hey, wax slacks. Search it. You grab a nasty old spoon from the pile and use it to dig through the gloop. You don't find anything, so you just keep the spoon. I don't know why you would keep that spoon, but you did. Nasty spoon. From the looks of it, this spoon has been used to eat a lot of unspeakable chowders. Use your mysticality plus 3 sleaze damage. Ooh. This opening leads to an underground labyrinth of filth. Unfortunately, your Geiger counter is ticking faintly, so you're probably going to have to go in there. I hope you're wearing your favorite anything. Turns out this garbage dump is much deeper and older than initially appeared. Huge rooms and tunnels have been carved out into trash, like the worst archaeological dig imaginable. And to just make a bad scene even worse, look like a whole gang of those horrible little fairies that made a home in here. Ugh. Alright, there's an ironically half-buried shovel in here. Take it. You got shovel. There are a lot of fairies in that direction, frolicking around making animal noises. Dying animal noises. A lot of fairies in that direction, flitting around, giggling maniacally, and occasionally saying things in other people's voices that you can only assume were those people's last words. Ow. Zap! Ow. Ow. You won! With those fairies out of the way, you can get to the northern tunnel. Wait, is that north? The left-turn tunnel. You got Fairy Charm. Ooh, magical weapon attacks. Well, fairies lack in charm, they make up for in, well, I was gonna say make skill at making jewelry, but this thing is honestly pretty crappy. +3 to magical weapon attacks. And this is a magical weapon. There's a loose coat hanger on the ground here. Grab it. You never know when this could come in handy. You're not sure why anybody would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. Maybe we can use it to pick that lock. This half-berry sign has hobo code on it. The code reads, "What is junk, really?" Wow, that really makes you think. This room is positively swarming with fairies. There must be something pretty good over there, or at least something that fairies think is good, which is an opinion you might or might not share. Oh, that's a lot of fairies. Ow, ow. Let's take out this one. Yeah. Ow. And take out the fairy gunmother. Ow. Oh, we somehow won that one. Now let's see what the hoopla was all about. Wand core. Make any weapon into a wand which will use your mysticality to determine its... Ooh. That could be useful. The question is, we need a good weapon for that. I think the one we have right now is pretty much the best thing we can use, right? Anyway. Someone has thrown away a perfectly good giant novelty piggy bank. Smash it. Sorry, piggy. Hey, whoever threw this out didn't take their meat out first. Ow. Ah, one hit. One hit point. Oh, okay, it killed itself. You won! Your reward is getting to explore further in the literal garbage tunnel. Okay, don't pout, you can have some loot too. Oh, we already have a star wand. There's a whole flock of fairies here, all armed with rusty needles. It almost seems they're practicing their fencing skills, but their fighting style is so chaotic it's hard to tell. Ow. Aw, bad RNG. You won! Hopefully a case of tetanus is not part of the loot. Oop. Oh, that was a path. Was there another one over there? Oh, there was. There is. That fight with the fairies is completely optional then. This toilet is connected to some random rusty pipes. Flush it. You really should get a plumber out here. This inviting tub of piping hot water, piping hot and clean water. Your brain is insisting that this is impossible, and the rest of your body is yelling it to shut up. Have a soak. Take off your clothes, behind the privacy of this narration box, and slide into the tub. Your aches, pains, and various worries stripped away in the luxurious steam. Ah. You sigh, delighting in the way that your sigh causes steam to blow around. Continue to relax in the hot tub until the water stops being hot. You gain an effect. Hot bath. Reluctantly, you leave the tub and dry yourself off with a towel you find in a nearby pile of trash before putting your clothes back on. You've had a hot bath. It was just what you needed. 8. You got a Muscle Mitsukowdy Moxie. That was fantastic. I guess it was worth searching here after all. Someone threw away an entire fence. Look from a statue. That's how far you are away from this and what it... From this and what it is. Teetering stack of crates holding up part of the ceiling here. Kick it. This trash has collapsed into an unsafe staircase-like heap. That was extremely lucky. Hey, sugar, hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No! Oh, come on, I gotta swallow you for improving my kneecapping technique. I wanna test it out. But you can wait until we get into a fight with someone and you can try it on them. Phooey, I hate waiting for stuff. Molly's cap knee attack now deals 5 extra damage. Wonderful. Well, at least this is a shortcut. Ooh, our Geiger counter is clicking more. Holy dang, somebody threw away a perfectly good cow skull. These are rare as heck considering that there haven't been any cows in this country for more than 30 years. Now, since the cows came home. You got an item, mounted cow skull. This will look great in your room. It's always hard to tell whether one of these is a part of a normal cow somebody killed for sport, or the entirety of a horrible floating cow skull somebody killed in self-defense. Ah, west of Loathing. Good old days. The iron counter is really going nuts. This must be the spot. Just being to serve this, a shovel strikes the top of a crate. The Geiger counter continues its irritating clickery. Stomp through the crate lid. You give the top of the old crate a mighty stomp and end up ankle deep in compasses. It's better than being ass deep in compankles. That's what you always say. Haha! Anyway, enough jokes. You grabbed the least ruined-looking compass. You got an item. Old compass. This compass from back before they changed which way is north. You also breathe a sigh of relief as you turn off that annoying Geiger counter. Oh, this was the way I entered, then... What happens if I just go straight? This wall of trash riddled with fairy tunnels. Ringing this bell would certainly stir up some angry fairy... Okay, it's a fairy grinding location. This tunnel is big enough to accommodate you if you can muster the flexibility. And assuming you're neither claustrophobic or germophobic, squeeze through. You squeeze through the burrow and wiggle your way through a series of nasty trash tubes. Eventually, the garbage beneath you collapses, depositing you above a different chamber. Wait, above it? Oh, I guess that's a pacifist way to get through here then. Your future self turns up again, this time lugging an old wooden crate. Here, take these. Huh? These what? It's a case of antique bandages. They'll come in handy. But I can't use them. I'll have to keep them so I can foist them off on another me to close the loop. You're just sticking with pointless errand I'll have to do later. No, dummy. You use these ones and ask Charles Wallace for the crate of old bandages that Murray left in the storeroom. That's where I got these. But didn't you get them from yourself like I'm doing now? No, I used this. Look, just take him. Jeez, you got a lot to learn about causality. You're gonna need a crate of antique bandages. You probably live off the crate. Most of the bandages have disintegrated, but you find a half dozen that are still intact. Well, I guess I have to go back and ask Charles for the crates. Hey, Charles, did Murray leave a crate of antique bandages in the back here? Yep. Say, how'd you know that? It's a long story. Actually, it's a pretty short story, but it's one that makes me sound insane. Can I have them? Sure thing. Goes in the back, returns with the all too familiar crate. Thanks, Charles. I could open it, but I need to keep it. Apparently. Logan, you find that old compass you were looking for? I sure did. What do you think? Could use a polish. Well, it seems to be in good condition. Alright, I'll swap you. Let me get that old Geiger counter back from you, too. Thanks. Yep, no problem. Get along now. I got a lot of important nothing to take care of. Honestly, I'd rather keep talking about vampire physics. It's interesting. If you3 are solid, liquid, and gas, that explains the existence of a fourth kind of vampire, right? Look, I already said it's not the perfect... Well, actually, yes, now that you mentioned it, there is a fourth kind of vampire. A plasma vampire? Yes, when a vampire is destroyed by sunlight, they sometimes become high-energy but short-lived vampiric spirit, which call a moroi. Which, that you mentioned, is rather analogous to the plasma state of matter. Neat. Well done. I had not thought of this before. You're pretty intelligent for a human. Ah, heck, I was just kind of stalling for time to be honest, but maybe bats are liquid. Everyone turns to look at the bat, who shrugs wordlessly. I should go find some other vampires with which to discuss the implications of this. Good evening, human. The vampires disappear into the woods, leaving behind the remains of their picnic. Neat. Is there nothing else in the fairy lair? Nothing I can think of. Nope, still nothing. Ooh. You're the only one who's been here this month, so you should definitely deserve this. You got Employee of the Month award. Flash to increase your maximum current HP by your Moxie. Huh. I wonder if there's anything in the mine I missed. Nope, I need to somehow open this locked door. Wait a second. Alright, I'm back. Maybe there is something that we've been overlooking in the future? Oh. Oh. Is Velvet Rose keeping you out of Peter's room despite the fact you have a legal authority to search it? Kind of. Get rid of it. You unhook the Velvet Room and stash it somewhere out of mind. The door is no longer blocked. Finally. Hey, me. A custom child height window. This child beds from 100 years ago and is still nicer than any bed you've ever owned. Peter Proctor's nightstand, you presume. Search it. Only thing inside is a sheet of paper, listing several things that have been taken away by the Historical Society for Restoration and Cataloging. A bag of fancy glass marbles and steel ball bearings, a fake spider made of horsehair and a copper wire, stuff like that. Nothing that seems relevant to the trial. Check the hidden compartment. You reach inside the drawer and feel around until you find a little catch that makes the secret compartment pop open. Oh, what's this? You got an item. Severed ragdoll arm. Huh. What is this? This seems suspicious, but isn't the problem with Patricia's doll that it has too many arms? Maybe it needs to have 4 arms? Weird. Wow, this kid has his very own sculpture of a toy box. It's solid mahogany. Does any of the other doors do this? It's kind of hard when everything is just covered by signs. Okay, no. That must have been the last thing. Oh, right, I need to go back in the past. I have evidence concerning the doll, I guess? You guess? That doesn't sound very evidential. What did you find? Well, I found his little arm and it looks like it was torn off a ragdoll, but Patricia's already has 3. Let me see. Oh, yes, this is mine. Look! Patricia holds up her doll, showing you the stitches where the hole she fixed the hole left by the torn off arm. Huh. Wait, your doll was originally a regular 4-armed one? Uh-huh, I made it based on yours because I thought it was neat. Hang on, a 4-armed doll was regular in 1692? Not everywhere, but around here, yeah. I get so bored. I wanted something different, so I made a doll with 4 arms. But I'm not allowed to be different, so I had to tell Mom and Pop it was the regular fashion for dolls, and I don't know, it just became a thing. I think I get it. So you were mad because you thought Patricia had out-differentiated you by having an asymmetric doll. Yeah, I'm sorry, Patricia, that wasn't fair. Your doll's really good. I like it better than mine. Oh, thanks. I forgive you, Dahlia. Our dolls can hug and make up. That's funny, I just noticed. The fabric on the missing arm is all gone all stiff. Like it's really old or something. Yeah, I brought it back from the future. Where did you find it? We haven't really resolved what happened. Pfft, who cares? It's just a stupid rag doll. If your parents had any money, you could have had real dolls instead of making your own out of trash. I found it in a secret compartment in Peter's nightstand. Why you? Yeah, that figures. Not surprising in the least. Charge dismissed. So what's left? Everything's been acquainted for. Congratulations, Patricia. You've been acquitted of all charges. Oh my thank goodness. Thank you, Slime. No problem. I was happy to help. Is there anything we can do for you in return? Well, there's one thing I'm curious about. Do you kids know anything about witches? Witches? You mean like black magic, consorting with the devil, that kind of thing? Yeah. Check out this troop who thinks witches are real. Yeah, that's just a scary story parents tell their children to make them go bed on time. So no witches, no witch trials, nothing like that? Nope. Not that I've ever heard of. My dad travels the whole region on his court circuit. Okay, thanks. The kids are hanging around and chatting amicably. It's nice to see them all getting along. Showed Peter the rubbing of his grave. Hey, Peter, come here a sec. What do you want? I got something to show you from the future. Like I care anything about anything you have to show me from your dumb, poor future. Oh, I think you'll be interested in this. He holds up the rubbing of his tombstone, waggling in front of his face. Hello, I'm Peter's grave. Peter grabs the rubbing and stares at it. What? That's right, kid. Duty head, right there on your own gravestone. That's what happens when nobody respects you because you're an arrogant jerk to everybody all the time. But you're young and you still got time to change. See what I'm saying? Gulp. Okay, fine. I'll try to be nicer to people. Good boy. Hey, Delia, can I borrow the key to your house? Excuse me? I need it for a time travel thing. Probably want to burglarize you and make a killing on the antiques market in the future. That wouldn't work. If they took something from now into the future, it would still be new. Antiques are valuable unless they go a long way around. Look, why do you actually want my house key? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but apparently your house catches fire sometime in the future, and I think it might be a good idea to prevent that. Wow, yes, I agree with you. Unfortunately, I lost my key when I was out playing in the countryside. Do you have some magic future way to find lost keys? Maybe I'll think of something. Just in the woods outside of town. You continue trying to search the woods near Sandwich Village, hoping to find Delia's lost house key, and again you give up after a short while. Finding a tiny 330-year-old key in many square miles of the forest might seems unlikely. Maybe you'll come across something later that'll come up, some kind of a lost metal finding device. Until then, this is a wild goose chase. I think the game is telling me that I need to come back after I find a metal detector. Yeah, that's probably what it means. So for now, this will have to wait. You win for now, Crystal Dream Lake. Anyway. Hang a cow skull over your desk. If any asks, I'll tell them you killed a cow yourself. Thanks. Let's see, what did I need for this? I need spooky armor, sleaze armor, hot armor, cold armor, sleaze armor, and hot armor, stench armor. That's a lot of armors I need. See, I have 3 hot armor, 3 cold armor, 1 stench armor, and 3 sleaze armor. Ooh, creepy locket for spooky armor. Let's see if that helps. Hey, like those apples. The burning pond maneuver. The ghost rook ruse? No. The moral rook ruse. Ugh. Yeah, this is not going to work until I get a lot more items. Or better items. There we go. What's up, Charles? Got something you might find handy. I finally found the time to check out this door behind me. Turns out there was an old, bricked up passageway back there. It leads right to the drunken slime. That's pretty convenient. Thanks, Charles. Hey, don't mention it, kiddo. Oops. Gabby. Oh, this one I actually think I had to do. Oh, hey, hi, hello. Hey, Slime. Gabby has a thing that is important to go and do. Huh? What thing? A secret thing. Secret for Gabby, but not far. Near. Gabby will go and then come back, okay? Okay, go ahead. Ooh, oh, so many mushrooms. Ooh, tall one. Too tall a mushroom. Gabby could grow all weird. Look how big and fat the mushroom. Haha, nearly as fat as you will be. Ooh, a mushroom. Very big and full of mush. How nutritional. Look, Mushrooms so fat with vitamins and juices. This mushroom is so complicated. Blah. This mushroom cannot talk, but if it maybe could, it would say, I am so good for a growing goblin. Probably. A perfect mushroom to get so big and strong. Goblin HP magic increases by 5. A steaming crack with warmth and moist is perfect to grow and therefore popping. Huh. Time has passed, but not much. You grew very fast, haha. First sport to grow up big with strength. You get to be the new Gabby now. Huh, I will be so good at that. A baby Gabby Strogo, still growing. Get strong, baby. Huh. I guess when goblins pop, they just lose themselves and spawn more clones of them? Huh. Okay then. Gabby is back. Oh hey, there you are. Sorry for a wait, but not too long, hopes Gabby. Ah, what were you up to? A secret. You seem slightly different somehow. Nope, Gabby is exactly the same as previous Gabby. Huh. Okay then. Nope, there's still nothing in this cave. I got that compass. Oh good, not much of an ordeal, I hope. Could have been worse, I guess. There were some horrible fairies. What? Oh no, don't tell me. Just uncurse that thing and get some rest. Okay. Make next artifact is a book? The location narrowed down by morning. Sounds good. It's the uncursing machine. Sit in it. You sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and you pull the weird metal dome thing over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The shadow-tainted compass. You sit with the compass in both hands, as the machine whirs and whines and shakes around you. The machine, you feel, is frustrated. Some internal mechanism is swinging wildly, frantically, then crack! Figures out whatever it needed to, and there's no more curse. Not in the compass. Not anymore. It still points to Old North though, so it's practically useless. You got an item. Uncursed compass. You remove the curse from this compass, making it just a comp. Huh. Oh, I get it. The compass curse is now transfixed in the uncursing machine. Dare you project your consciousness inside? I will dare. Gosh, that looks sore. This is madness. That foolhardy coach is gonna get us all killed. What do you think we ought to do? Let's get out of here. Go home. Don't you think things were fine the way they were? Why are we doing this? You mean playing baseball? He looks you dead in the eye and manages a very nervy chuckle. Yeah, that's right, kid. Like it or not, he is our coach. We ought to listen to what he has to say. People say not to change horses in midstream, but what if the horse is trying to get you bashed in the head with a baseball? That's a horse worth changing. And trust me, I know from horses. I saw one once. Alright, well, see ya. This is madness. Let's go home. I'm disgusted that it's come to this. We all know you're the weak link on the team. Some would say a team accountant shouldn't even be allowed on the field. But you tell me, did all my years of including you the team, lunches and burpees make you into a baseball player? Yes, coach, I'm ready to hit the balls. That's what I want to hear. Your destiny's out there in the diamond, son. Go and hit it into the parking lot. Give me, coach. I gotta go hit something. 3 more mines broken by baseball. You okay, fella? There's no talking in baseball, son. Get out there. Say, coach, why do you wear that funny-looking hat? Nothing funny about it, son. It's a cloche. Coach's cloche. It's a traditional. Gee, coach, you think Mirabelle will ever marry me? Can't answer that, son. All I can tell you is that Mirabelle has married every World Series and World Series MVP since the series was first contested in 1903. You work out the rest. Excuse me, coach. I gotta go hit something. I don't think this is working. What's with these compasses, coach? My swing won't connect with them. I know it must be overwhelming. All I can tell you is to stay calm. And remember that in baseball, it's all about when you kick, you do hit. Why's the other team getting points when I swing? That's baseball, son. The other team feels physically intimidated. That's an automatic 5-point penalty. How am I supposed to win at all? Hey, Gavin, and get back out there. Don't you know leaving the field to talk to the coach is a 10-point penalty? Got this, son. Remember, there's always other ways to beat their score. Aha! Son, my #1 boy, you did it! You son of a gun! You won the whole damn game! Did I really do good, coach? Look at the scoreboard! It's 0-0! That's the whole ball game! Gee, coach, you think Mirabelle will marry me now? Later, champ. There'll be time for that later. Right now, you better pucker up, because here comes the coach's big sniff. What? Funny, the compass feels extremely reassuring now that it's back to being an ordinary little thing in your hand and not something hurled at your head in an oversized ghostly form from every cardinal direction. It glows, faintly. Upgrade. Ooh. Think you were ever scared of a little old compass? Gee, coach, you think Mirabelle ever will marry me? I don't know, Slime, but you don't need to call me coach. We're friends. Call me Jessica. Okay, coach. Jessica. Maybe take it easy with that machine for a while. Charles tracks you down. Got some applicants for a new storefront I fixed up over there on the other side of the Cola War surplus store. Got a second to pick one? Sure thing. First applicant is 10 Things I Had About You, a hat store I presume. Terrible name. Second is Advanced Pants. Doesn't say what they plan on selling, but I have to assume it's pants. Last applicant is La Table Enchantée. It's like a high-end kitchen store, magical utensils and the like. Hat store, a pants store, or the fancy kitchen place. Let's go with the hat store. We could use more hats. Okay, I'll get them moved in and get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Charles. You're ready to make the transition from Crystal Dream to regular dreams. Do it. This represents your growing mistrust of your bed. Glaxton, 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 Glaxton. If you repeat it enough times, it starts to sound like a real word. Sandwich museums, mushrooms. Museum of Skulls. It's a museum of skulls, obviously. Wait a minute. One of these skulls is yours, and it's missing its teeth. Give the ones you're carrying. You put the teeth back in your skull. It tries to thank you, but you have no tongue. You're not sure what this is, but you're sure what it was isn't. I don't want to talk about this museum anymore. Strange conversation is taking place here. Participate. The woman scowls at you. You better have some good news for me, Noelle. Everything is just peachy keen, Madam President. Good. The damn project is complete? Everything is perfect, ma'am. The circuit's lit up just like a crimbo tree. And what about the interloper? Yes, I'm working on that. The little bird has told me their last name. Green, if you can believe it. Our friend Morris is their uncle. The president's frown deepens. Any relative Murray Morris is an enemy of ours. Find them. Get them out of the picture. I'd be delighted, ma'am. Both the Noelle and the president wink out of existence with an ominous-sounding pop. You're ready for this dream to be over. And how? Door back to the waking world. your room. It's your little tentacle buddy. Tickle him. Crescent Throne. You sit for a moment and reflect on both your power and your responsibilities. Just looking at this thing makes you mad. Pretend to fight it. You duck and weave, bob and swat. Are you shadow boxing, or the shadows boxing you? Morning, Slime. How you feeling? Fine, I guess? I've been having weird dreams. Ooh, like the one where you're driving a car but you're in the back seat and you can't reach any of the controls. Can't remember very clearly, but it was weirder than that. I really hate that one. Anyway, I found the next curse thing. It's a hardcover book about yay big, and it's somewhere on the campus of the Seaside Institute of Technology in Parkham. Ready to go? I haven't even had any coffee yet. I'm sure you're able to find coffee where you get there. They'll probably invent some kind of high-powered science coffee or something. Right, alright. You have a map of the place? No, but it's a college campus, so it can't be that hard to find your way around. College students do it all day. The bus to Parkham leaves from the usual stop. Good luck. Thanks. Jessica looks pretty busy, but then she always does. Did you know that compasses used to be different? What? Different how? Like north used to be called west or something? Oh right, I kind of remember hearing about that. I was only about 3 years old when it happened though. Seems really disorienting. Yeah, people can get used to just about anything. Nobody complains anymore how they stopped putting lard in chewing gum, for instance. Guess so. I got attacked by some weird shadow monster. It's like sort of a crazy abstract nightmare thing? Yeah, you've seen them? Nope, never. Murray did though. Described it to me once. Did he have some kind of ultra-scientific name for them? Yeah, weird shadow monsters. Anything I can do about them? Well, here, take this ring. Murray gave it to me and said I could banish them if I ever got attacked by one, but I never have, so you might as well take it. Banishes wandering shadow creatures. Huh. Well, this will be useful. Probably turn your finger green, but also banishes shadow monsters. So it's probably worth it. Maybe they're allergic to zinc. Wise man holding a veil of steam. If there's anything in the watchful eye. Nope, nothing. Speaking of which, go to the bank is fastened with 3 locks. That is a maximum possible level of security. Oh yeah, I picked up one key and never actually used the thing, didn't I? I did a 5 lakh key inside easy enough, but it comes with incredible resistance when you try to turn it. Heracles, I'll have to use up all the 12 labors to get this thing going. That's strange. The key turns over in the lock, but nothing happens. Something sneaky about this P doll, right? The key fits in the hole, right? It's a labyrinth in the cylinder. You turn and turn, but all you hear is click after click, but nothing results. We have to get our stats up more. You know, 10 things I had about you. Whole hat certified louse free. Store's proprietor nods politely to you. Hey, my name's Slime. Pleased to meet you. I'm Albert. Why aren't you wearing a hat? Have you ever heard the phrase, familiarity breeds contempt? Gotcha. What's for sale? Ooh. You don't drive, but it never hurts to have a really aerodynamic hat. Ooh. Stench armor. Flowery cloche. Green visor. Spooky armor. I'll take it. Mail carrier's hat. Well, you never know when you're going to need a hat. You pass by the entrance of Dark Alley. Several shadow spiders scuttle out of it and attack you. Not sure which is more horrifying, being attacked by weird shadow spiders, or the fact they spread this far from where you originally encountered them. Definitely the first one. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Banish them. Channel your vital life energy into the ring and slam your fist toward the shadow spiders. Waboom! And a blast of bright white light blasts the spiders out of existence. Just like how, well, like how shadows disappear when you turn on a bright light. I guess it isn't really metaphorical or anything. Mushroom cap. What else we got? Mushroom cap, lucky hand, driving cap. Spend $50 for a hat, and you get 20, and you get 30 back for the picture. What's this? No tongue. Let's try the driving cap for more AP per round. Oh, with nothing else to do, I guess we're heading over to SIT Campus Porkham. Chapter 3. Back to school. Oh, no. No. Huh, that's more finite than you expected. The hallway's so short and unremarkable that you passed through it the first time without even noticing. You don't have time to poke around in weird labs, you gotta go find that cursed book. All the events listed on this board either happened last month or are going to happen next month. This seems unsafe. Yep, sure is. Our founder, Junius Fitzgerald Technology. And also this drinking fountain is plugged up with chewing gum. Dangerous looking kinetic sculpture. Infinite hallway. This hallway stretches as far as I can see. To infinity though, surely not. Ooh, restroom. Steam powered toilet. You don't see these very often, and it's not hard to imagine why. Yikes. I guess steam doesn't really work in an infinitely long duct. As much as I'd like to continue on and explore the infinite, it seems like it might be a bad idea right now since you don't have a map of this place. This guy must be the janitor, presumably. Hey there, you the janitor? Yep, that's me. Been a janitor at this place for now on 60 years. Got any questions? 'Cause I know about there is to know about these buildings. Wow? Everything? Everything janitorial at any rate. Do you have a question, in fact? What can I do for you, kiddo? You asked the janitor about the finite hallway. That there's a good hallway. It goes on for a little while and then it stops. Real traditional, easy to clean, love it. What else you care to know? What can you tell me about the main lobby? You mean this lobby right here? Yeah. The one I was almost finished mopping before you came in without wiping your feet? Oh, sorry. Nah, just yanking ya. It ain't no difference to me which floor I'm mopping. I see. Anything else you care to know? What's the deal with the infinite hallway? They said I can't stop at mopping down there till they finish painting it, which suit me since they ain't ever gonna finish painting it. No matter how many clever math tricks they come up with. Super tasks my foot. Ooh, gift shop. Not so long ago, this short would have caused a nationwide scandal. Rack of sturdy branded kitchen britches. Why is there a shadow pocket? It's like a really bad idea. Are you sure? Yeah. I can't stress enough that you shouldn't do this. It might get you any kind of shadow disease, or might just bite your hand clean off, or anything. Oh, hold on. Well, it's alright. It's on your head, or in your hand, whatever. Don't come crying to me if something horrible happens. You stick your hand into the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. Shadow Pocket vanishes with an otherworldly pop. This sausage-shaped hole in reality. It has been placed into a regular hot dog bun for your convenience. Increase your muscle by 1. Ooh. This is the most coffee cups you've ever seen in one place. Clerk smiles at you as you approach. What you selling? Oh yeah, class ring. I know that there was a guy that collects class rings. No, that was a guy in tutorial. Oh well, might as well get one. The coffee mug. Oh, you know what? I'll get it. Why not? Ooh, jazz slacks. +1 moxie. Kitchen britches. +1 mysticality. I already have a mysticality pants. Oh well. Pennant hanging on your wall. Sports shorts. Muscle. Guess it'd be good if I need +1 of those stats. Shelves of file boxes. Probably student records. Shelves of file boxes. Probably student records, as the 8-track tape hasn't been invented yet. These fronds look very educated. These plants grew from seeds of knowledge. Little plaque under the photo says, Lucien P. Wormwood, Dean of Students. I don't know, kind of looks like that janitor guy. This guy claims to be the janitor, and you can't imagine why anyone would lie to you about that. Hello, how can I help you? Well, I guess maybe I'm interested in furthering my education, despite having kind of an urgent task on my hands. Ah, well, you'll be interested in the accelerated course then. Our usual undergraduate degree is a 4-year program, but the accelerated course only takes 3 years is kind of more than I was hoping. Hours. 3 hours. Okay, great. I'll come back when I decided. This is either the admissions clerk or someone the admissions clerk pays to keep their seat warm. Library. As you enter the library, an elderly man, presumably the librarian, waves you over to his desk. Hello, I'm afraid I don't recognize you. Are you a student here? Oh, no, I'm just looking for a book. Look, sorry, the Institute Library is only for students, alumni, and faculty. It's really important I see this book, though. I do wish I could help you, but rules are rules. You have to inquire at the admissions office first. Shoot. How much will it cost? Are you from this area? Yeah. I'll keep CR originally, but I'm living in Ocean City. Well, you're in luck. Well, with the accelerated course being discounted, plus a further discount for local education incentives, plus a further discount for the fact that we're in the middle of a break and facility was otherwise be idle, tuition would be 100 meat. Wow, that sounds really reasonable. We also have some leftover grant money for low-income students from this fiscal year. If you need assistance, the grand total would come to free. I will totally take you up on that. Great, sign here and we'll get you all set up. What would you like to pick up as your major? Well, since we're on break, since we're on break, not a lot of teachers are out of town. It's actually not that big. 3 options are either botany, robotectronics, or chemicals. Let's go robotectronics. Next, choose a minor, which can be geology, metaacoustics, or astronomy. Let's go astronomy. I don't know what all these mean, but I'm going to assume this is what I have to face eventually. Astronomy. I love to graze on a grape grub. You're thinking of gastronomy. Oh, I like to graze on a wheat rub too. Astronomy's fine. And finally, you get one elective: spiders, culinary science, or physical education. Physical education. You want to say PE for ME. No one says that. Fair. Clerk makes a few notes and gathers some papers. Great, that's everything. Here's your transcript sheet. In order to graduate, you'll need to get each of your 3 instructors to sign that after you pass their class. You got an item, SIT transcript. Okay, where do I go to get started? Here's a map to get you around campus. You got an item, SIT campus map. Location unlocked, Robotronics Laboratory. Location unlocked, Vector Wing. And here's your student ID. Don't lose that, it's how Athena identifies you. Who's Athena? Athena is our campus security. It's an acronym for Ask the New Electronic Doorway. I'm sorry, hold on. Athena is our campus security. It's an acronym for Ask the New Electronic Doorway Security System for Access. Never let the guy who builds the thing pick the name. Anyway, welcome to the Seaside Institute of Technology. Just in time too, my lunch break starts right now. She stands up from her desk and leaves with a wave. Thanks. Missions clerk is out to lunch. Little sign on our desk says, back in March. An elderly gentleman greets you with a politely inquiring smile. Hello again, are you a student now? Yep, got my student ID and everything, see? Well, that seems to be in order. Very well then, my name is Douglas. What can I do for you? Why does that man have an eyeball for a head? Quite a sight, isn't he? Please don't be alarmed. I'm more confused, to be honest. Ted and I, and our colleague Janet, over there to my right, share we say, unusual past. What happened? We worked in a circus sideshow together. That was more than 30 years ago now. This is a West of Loathing reference, where these three were part of a clown's sideshow of a circus. There was a guy with an eye. That guy over there had an eye. Janet's entire organs was just to bait that machine. And this guy over here, he's completely backwards. You don't seem like sideshow material. Perhaps not, but regard. He stands up, turns to face the wall. But he's still looking right at you. His entire back is identical to his front, with another face on the back of his head. All of his clothes tailored to match. What? Please excuse me, but I do always enjoy the reactions of new students. He sits down to a chorus of cracks and pops as his joints reverse into new positions. Holy jeez. Oh, don't worry, it sounds much worse than it feels. A regimen of stretching exercises keep me fit as a fiddle. Anyway, after the three of us escaped the circus, we headed east. The institute took us in out of scientific curiosity and gave us work as librarians. How'd you escape? Oh, well, it's not really a story that bears recounting. Besides, the three of us prefer to look ahead, not even back. Even myself, haha. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yes. I'm looking for a certain book, but this is going to sound dumb. I've been doing this job for years, and I assure you, whatever it is, I've heard dumber. Well, I don't know the title of the book or what it's about. All I know is it's a hardcover and about so big. It's probably an antique. Well, something of that size and age will be in our stacks. All the books out front of here are the ones that won't be more than if an undergrad doodles in the margins or uses a slice of bologna as a bookmark. Okay. Anything else I can help you with? Yes. I need help with one of my classes. If it's a subject I'm familiar with, I'm more than happy to help. Anything about robotectronics? Hardly at all. Janet's the one you should really ask about that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Know anything about astronomy? I've been known to dabble. The telescope on the roof of SIT has a beautiful view, but it only shows half the constellations. Half? Oh, of course. It seems that way to you because you have only one face. What? You've only seen the western hemisphere of the sky. You need to see the southern hemisphere as well. How do I do that? Merely reposition the telescope to point southward. Down, in other words. Down? Of course. You've seen all maps before, surely. Right. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Know anything about physical education? Well, for a start, I can tell you that a proper stretching is exercises are vital to success in every sport. What sport is your class concerned with? I don't actually know yet. Ah, well then I'd say your first step will be to find that out. Ooh, I have a lot of XP I could use. Yeah, constantly damage enemies. A tall, wiry man with a single giant eyeball for a head glares at you as you approach. Hello? Douglas calls over to you. I'm afraid the stacks are off limits to undergraduates, faculty, and alumni only. I'm sorry, to pass all my courses first? Exactly! Once you have all the 3 signatures on your course transcript, Ted will verify them and let you through. And I should warn you, not that I think you'd attempt to cheat or anything, but Ted is very good at spotting forgeries. And has a lot of pent-up anger and frustrations. Ted clenches and unclenches his fist, while watching you carefully. Okay then. You see, like to her? Hello, dear. Are you new here? Yes, I'm Simon. Name's Janet. Please don't be alarmed by my visual and mechanical insides. I am in no pain. Oh, well, that's good, but it didn't seem immobility an issue? Oh, I'm perfectly mobile. I have wheels, and the robotectronics department has provided me with some very nice telescoping arms. I'm just sitting down right now because with the majority of students on break, I don't have any books that need shelving. Ah, okay then. Anything I can help you with, dear? Anything about phys ed? Phys ed referring to sports? Right. Oh. Can't help you much there, dear. Sorry. Anything about astronomy? Thought this is a bit of stargazing. You can see both sides of the sky at once. Can you imagine? I think I'll get a headache if I try to imagine that. The only thing about robotectronics. Ah, well, you come to the right place. I spent quite a lot of time at robotectronics department. Have they got you running the robot obstacle course? I don't know yet, since you brought it up, probably. Well, I don't know how they've arranged the courses this semester. I can only give you general advice. Mainly just experiment. Different robot parts are effective at overcoming different obstacles, and many obstacles can be overcome in more than one way. Just try a variety of things, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. The directory of all current and past SIT faculty. Look someone up. There's no entry for slime. What the hell is this map? Main lobby, scalar wing, vector wing, bus. Can I wander? Oh geez, you're super lost. You accidentally wandered into university steam tunnels, and you know, if you asked me if the steam tunnels had direct connection to the town sewer system, I'd say probably not, but here you are now. To make matters worse, you appear to have ended up in a lair of feral vampires. Let me tell you, friend, they are not happy to see you. Two of them are crouched down on all fours, snarling and spitting out. The third guy is howling and just totally gushing blood out of his eye sockets. It's a real bad scene. Oof. But why was there someone on fire? That was weird. How did I end up in the courtyard? Where am I? How did I get here? This fire escape map would be more useful if it wasn't encrypted. Theoretical Topology Lab 3. But I went to the Theoretical Topology Lab... What? These doors don't make sense. The Liberal Arts Department is just a janitorial closet. Photo of a bare-necked pin-up girl. Scandalous! Shelf full of various industrial cleaning products. It's a nasty mop. Grab it. Ooh, muscle plus 4. Greatest trick that a devil ever pulled was convincing everybody that a mop does anything other than just evenly distributing the filth on a floor. Actually, it probably wasn't the devil, but it was probably invented whoever invented the mop. This is the most locked door you've ever encountered. Cola machine. Insert 5 meat. Huh, because they forgot to unpack the cans before they loaded the machine cup. Well, okay then. This is more coal than any one person should have access to. This machine is definitely out of cola at this point. These notices have been steamed to illegibility. Weird shadow pocket pouch or something. Reach inside. You stick your hand in the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. You get an item. Shadow clarinet. Ooh. Actually, it might be an oboe. It's hard to tell with the endless void pouring out into our world with its empty silhouette. Door sealed. Press the Athena button. Can I go in here, please? Student ID. Slime green identified. Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the geology department. Foo. Why is there a spider wing? If this warrants further investigation, someone else is going to have to do it. This drinking fountain is filled with spider eggs, making it the second grossest drinking fountain you've ever seen. Test. Door disregard. Test door regarded. By regarding the door, you are instructed to disregard it. Disregarded. By disregarding the door, you render it once again regardable. By just... this is just an infinite loop. There's a flyer for a frat party on this board. Oh, too bad. The party was a week ago. You note down the address just in case they have another party later. Location unlocked. Zeta Omega Omicron. Spiders. This Athena terminal has some of its important parts replaced by a pineapple. Steam vent seems loose. Take it. But this steam vent wasn't attached to the floor, so you took it. Where's the steam coming from? It's one of those Athena locks on this door, but it seems to have been tampered with. Head on through. Ooh, shadow pouch. You got shadow rope. Nothing over here except even more of these machines. Whatever these machines do, this one isn't doing it. Look in the eyepiece. That's a lot of constellations. You got a gun, a meat, torpedoes? I don't even know what this is. I'm going to assume that's a pencil. An octopus. Point it downward. You squibble the telescope to point down or possibly south. Huh. I have no idea what the point of this is for now. This is where the pigeons do all their business. Massive petrified pigeon poop. You aren't afraid of pigeon, but you're a little apprehensive about wandering into the middle of a huge crowd of them. Need more stench armor. Ah, here it is. Sorry, cloche. You pick through the coop's contents and gather a few pigeon eggs. A group of pigeons is called a flight, and a group of pigeon eggs is called a pile. Good to know. Oh, right. I need to find the astronomy classroom. Liberal arts department? No, that's the janitor closet. It's the main hall, library, admission department, gift shop. Here we go, theoretical topology lab 2. Drink more soda. This soda machine appears to have been pretty comprehensively tampered with. Investigate. Some mechanically savvy vandal has increased the price of a soda to exorbitant 50 meat. Can I get enough moxie to counter that? Let's see. Alright, jazz stacks for +1. Stylish sunglasses for... Well, I'm wearing that on top of my monocle. That doesn't sound right. There we go, uncursed fedora. Adjust the price. You open the back of the machine and fiddle with the little gears and camshafts and such. You managed to get the price down to 30 me, still way above the market value, but what are you going to do? They got a geographical monopoly. Buy soda. Insert your meat and look at the array of available flavors. It's a meat return instead. What kind of soda do they give? Ghost pepper soda. Increase your hot armor by 5. Bottle of ice soda. Bone soda? Durian soda. Pork soda. This is some weird sodas. Can't believe I would use a 150 meat for that one. This drinking fountain seems to have developed a steam leak. Access granted if and only if the door is closed. Laundry room is currently closed for repairs. We apologize for this inconvenience and we ask you to please refrain from washing your socks in the drinking fountains. It's just a list of all the other bulletin boards on campus. Barbecue wing. This goblin is concentrating on their cooking? Then we got barbecue wing, vector wing, robot lab. Door is sealed. Press the Athena button. Can I go in there? Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the department. That's me. Authorization verified. Access granted. Thanks. You hear a thump as the door's internal lock disengages. It's a diagram of constellation. Huh. I don't think I've seen the Texas constellation. Must be the teacher, or at any rate, he's sitting at the teacher's desk. Oh, hello! Are you taking my astrology course? Astrology? I thought this was supposed to be astronomy. Astrology is some kind of unscientific on for SIT, isn't it? Yes, well, some take that narrow pedestrian view, certainly, such as the Dean and the Grand Committee. But suppose if you're just here for astronomy, I can give you the edited version of the course. I am actually in a hurry, so that'd be great. I have 15 constellations diagrammed on the blackboard behind me. Only 12 of them are genuine. All you have to do is mark the false ones. That seems pretty straightforward. How do I find out which is which? By exploring the heavens themselves. Come again. There's a telescope on the roof for the SIT spider wing. You can get there if you look through the scalar wing. Oh, I thought you were going to teach me how to do the astral travel or something. No, I say that for 201. Texas, fake. Earmug, fake. The only thing I can't figure out was... No, the balloon was there. Is it a balloon? Got the big pickle. Balloon, lollipop, or tennis racket. Cigar. Quadropus. Pail or the bucket. Dennis. Texas, demi-tesseract, meat, gun. Three little fishy friends. The Astral Pilsner. Terrifying giant space spider. Roberto's whirl. The house. I'm ready for you to check my work. Alright, let's have a look. He turns and scans the blackboard. Yes, well done. You're a quadrupus, clearly. Here, let me cite in your course transcript. You completed your minor. That was fast. Are you ready to take my full astrology course? I can sense the pickle rising in you. No, that's okay. Thanks for the offer, though. Well, I'll be here if you change your mind. World's largest blackboard on loan from the SIT Materials Science Department. Okay, well that's... Well, that's one course completed. Yay. You have never been less interested in the contents of a vending machine. You think this door would be locked, but it isn't. Sign above this hatchery, steam tunnel access. Protective gear recommended, but not provided. It's a very old manhole cover. So old, it's practically an ape hole. This door won't budge. Nothing. This Athena terminal seems to have blown a fuse. Athena terminal cracks to life. See what's behind the door. A nondescript looking locker. Ooh, treasure. You got an item, mechanical calculator. This is a mechanical calculator as distinct from an organic calculator, which is just as a person who does arithmetic for money. Choose an enemy's stats and HP by your muscle. Huh. The door is painted shut from this side. So this is where the test door is supposed to go. To Hexrock Mines. To where? Attention. Access to Hexrock Quarry is prohibited except with written permission from the Geology Department or for a very good reason. Trapdoor at the top seems to be barred from the other side. Somebody found a warm, if not particularly luxurious place to sleep. Box has free shoes in it. I'm not sure if that's an announcement or a political statement. It was just a regular free shoe sign. Also for sneaky business, and also tennis. Heh. Ooh, hobo code. Try ordering stuffed pepper style. Ooh, secret menu item. The Pirate Restaurant Manifesto. Huh. Read it. We refuse to be stifled and shackled by the narrow definitions of sandwich imposed on us by the man, by which we are specifically referring to Charles Chipman, owner and proprietor of the Greasy Spoon upstairs. To that end, we have taken control of this secret basement, as well as whatever ingredients we can fill General Finagle, to bring you the true taste of freedom, unfettered by hoity-toity cuisine conventions and municipal sanitation and hygiene requirements. Right then. The sign on the door says, restroom for employees only. Go in. You're not an employee. Yes, I am. You're telling me you work here, in this hidden restaurant you just discovered, in a town you've never been to before today. Yes. Okay, fine. I'm done arguing with you about stuff like this. Go in. Someone dropped a name badge here. Grab it. It's an Employee of the Month badge with your name on it. Unbelievable! This is the badge you wear when you're at work. At the pirate restaurant underneath Fish and Chips. It says Slime, Assistant Manager, right on it. Yay! Okay, Smarty Pants, there's a wash over here to this thing that says Employee must wash hands. Since you're an employee, that means you, right? Don't wash it, but thou must! Fine. There we go, all clean and sanitary, which will be extremely safe for customers at the restaurant when you're serving them food later, during your shift, because you work here. Whatever, weirdo. All behind the counter gives you a slight in-the-know kind of nod and wink. Haven't seen you in here before, pal. Welcome to the finest hash house in the whole underground restaurant scene. Underground restaurant scene? That's right. Wait, you ain't a copper, are you? You gotta tell me if you are. No, I'm not a cop. Okay, copacetic. In that case, we got no beef anyway. It's a fish place. Aha! Most of the walls there spells out what kind of racket if you need to explain it. What can I get you? Not right now. What happens if I wear the restaurant badge? It doesn't do anything. That is very unfortunate. Stuffed pepper style. Item drops and meat drops by 20%. Huh, neat. Ooh, this is good. It increases 2 of my stats by 1. Ooh, forbidden fish and soda. This might actually be useful later. Let's buy 1. This is going to be useful for that chess game later. Ooh, tools abandoned by some fleeing prankster, no doubt. See what they left us. Disposable ratchet, owl, and anarchist hardware. Combination lock on it. This sign has been scraped off this door. Curious. Go inside. This device appears to be collecting steam for some reason. No one appears to be living down here? Case full of roaches? Gah, why? Respectable collection of chemistry equipment. That's a lot of potion stuff. She looks dangerous. Bookcase full of strange science and math books. Mirrors. Scientific vessel of some kind. If the label is to be believed, this is a complete crate of arcane hot plates. Big pile composed of 80% garbage and 20% miscellaneous electrical parts. Search for something useful. You got a chunk of lead, 11 in 1 oil, and a piece of scrap metal. Nervous looking guy in his late 40s. He seems surprised to see you in his secret lab. Hey there, I'm Slime. Or, hi, I'm Rufus. How did you find this place? Just kind of poking around the steam tunnels, exploring, you know? Ah, yeah, it's a popular pastime around here. The kids call it hacking. Guess I should have anticipated when I set up this secret lab. Why do you have a secret lab? Was the department out of regular labs? I'm not actually supposed to be here at all. I used to teach here, but they let me go. Oh, what happened? Did they fire for using the forbidden math? Not at all. SIT is the last place I would fire you for that. I was joking. They fired me because I didn't make tenure. I was too busy trying to find out what happened to my missing sibling to publish any original research. Well, that hardly seems fair. It's probably just as well. I don't think I was cut off for being a professor anyway. Department politics are maximally bogus, as the students would say. So you set up this hidden lab to continue your search for your sibling? Yes, basically. Though I'm taking a more roundabout route towards it now. What happened to your sibling? They left home when I was 14 and headed north. Well, called it west back then. They spearheaded an expedition that pushed the transcontinental railroad all the way to Frisk. This is a brother of the protagonist from West of Loathing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they were kind of famous for a while. I used to get a postcard from them all the time, but then one day, poof, they vanished off the face of the earth. Talked to all of their friends from back then, but nobody knows where they went. My only guess is that they decided to keep heading north and hop the ship. Couldn't get any passenger records dating that far back, though, so that was pretty much as far as it leads. That's too bad. What are you working on now? This is gonna sound crazy, but, you know, we have a saying here at SIT. Science that nobody understands is called magic. Science that only one person understands is mad science. I see. So you're doing a little dabbling in the forbidden arts then? Oh no, I checked the rulebook thoroughly and nothing specifically forbids what I'm doing. Haha, I getcha. What's the plan? Well, I just met you and I hesitated to get someone else mixed up in this. Well, I'm pretty mixed up already. In the last few days I did deal with fairies, time holes, shadow monsters, gross fishmen. You know about the fishmen? That's great, I could definitely use your help. I'm glad it wasn't the fairies you were interested in. I am curious, but some other time maybe. What I'm focused on now is the predictive quantum telecommunications. I'm gonna need you to explain that to me. Well, there's a brand new field of physics called quantum mechanics. It's only a couple of years old, but if some of the theories pan out, it could be staggering. The specific part that I'm interested in is that quantum particles appear to be able to communicate over long distances instantaneously, and I think that this might have been an explanation for the magical concept of clairvoyance. Clairvoyance? You mean as in psychic stuff, tarot cards, and crystal balls? Crystal balls, yes, exactly! I'm trying to make a crystal ball that will show me where my sibling is, maybe even let me communicate with them. Neat, how can I help? Well, all the fishmen in this region come from a single source called the fish mother. Sort of like a queen bee, you know? This one creature that laid all the fishman eggs, which is a little weird, actually, biologically speaking, because that indicates a very dangerous lack of genetic diversity. But, see, honeybees avoid inbreeding through an extremely high rate of genetic recombination, but the fishmen don't have that advantage, so one would think inbreeding would... What? Never mind, sorry. Got a little sidetracked there. The important thing is, the fish mother is thought to have a sort of magical psychic link with all the fishmen. Psychic, gotcha. What do you need? Well, the legend had it that the fish mothers occasionally make huge, beautiful pearls. How they make them is probably too gross to think about, but my working theory is, if it has the right kind of fish mother DNA in it, I'd be able to reconfigure it to my own psychic link. I haven't understood basically anything you said, so that sounds perfectly reasonable. You need me to get one of these pearls? Yeah, the fish mother layer is down by the river, but the entrance is a sort of organic valve. Ah geez, it's a huge butthole, isn't it? I was going to say cloaca, but yes, it's a huge butthole that keeps out anything that isn't related to the fish mother. How do I get in? You aren't gonna like it. I already don't like it. I can make some sort of disguise goop to cover you with. Swell, how much am I getting paid for this? I actually don't have much meat left after setting up this lab, but maybe the fish mother lair has some treasure in it? I mean, definitely. Fish mother lair definitely has a whole lot of great treasure in it. Alright, fine, I guess. Great! In order to make the fish mother's fishman disguise goop, I'm gonna need some fishman eggs. About 3 pounds of them, according to my calculations. But if the eggs are in the fish mother's lair... No, the regular fishermen carry them around. Keep an eye on them. They have a bunch of little hideouts all over the SIT campus in Ocean City. Or, well, all under, should I say, since they're mostly in the sewers. Well, this just keeps getting better and better. Here, you'll need one of these to open the manhole covers. Modern sewers use a Class C manhole cover, but this tool doesn't work on those. This is for old-fashioned bee holes. Okay, well, wish me luck. It's a bookcase full of strange science and math books. Take a book. Wow, these books are all way too advanced for me. Actually, there's one from right up your alley. Third shelf, third from the left. You have the order of your bookshelf memorized? I don't have to memorize. I understand the principle by which I arrange things and never deviate from them. Gotcha. You grab a book. You look on the third shelf, and sure enough, the third book is eerily relevant to your interest. You got an item, Space Times Rainbow. You've mean to read this one for a while, you just haven't gotten around to it. Plus 3 armor against every elephant in combat. Oh, it's in combat, not in outside. Speaking of which, do I have any books I can read? Sure, I can take extra sleaze armor. Let's see, once per fight, plus 3 armor against every element. Perks. Yeah, plus 3 sleaze armor. Okay. Let's at least finish out the steam tunnel first. Ooh, what's this? Rat waves at you as you approach. Hey there, little fella. What's shaking? The rat dashes into a hole, returns a tiny piece of cheese. He points at you, sweeps his arm broadly from left to right, and points to the cheese. He stares at you for a few seconds and eats some crumb. You want me to bring you some cheese? Rat nods and scurries around the little quick circle. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Oh! I can conjure up some cheese. That's a cheese wizard. Rat looks at you with a hopeful expression on his tiny rat face. You got an item. Conjured cheese. Some cheese you made out of the curves and way of the cosmos. The rat sniffs the cheese and takes a few delighted squeaking noises. He drags the cheese into his hole and merges with a ring. Thanks, Mr. Rat. Right now, this ring prevents oxidation in the immediate vicinity. In the future, it will also prevent exercise. I guess the more cheese I bring back, the more it'll get, more I can get. Ooh, I can search for something useful with more Moxie. Gold-plated cable and pocket battery. It'll do. Oh yeah, scientific vessel. I can ask Rufus about it. What's this? A dewar. What's a dewar? Container for fluids. What kind of fluids? Usually it's valuable scientific substances. Not that one though. What's in this one? Absinthe. Oh, can I have it? If you want, sure. You carefully pack the dewar for transit back to the drunken slime. You got a container of absinthe. Can I have one of these hot plates? Sure, I got plenty. Having access to that level of technology will increase the odds that you'll survive helping me. That's very kind of you. You can grab one of the hot plates before he does some more math and changes his mind. Cook from the comfort of your room. Ooh. Portable convenience for chef magi who are bachelors or have been imprisoned for forbidden sorcery. One of these newfangled metal detectors. Ooh, metal detector. Hey Rufus, can I borrow your metal detector? Sure, if you have a good and specific reason for needing it. I need to find an old key so I can stop a little girl's house from burning down 230 odd years ago. That's good enough for me. Knock yourself out. Portable metal detector you borrow from Rufus. These won't be available commercially for 3 more years, but be careful with it. Huh. Laundry room. Shadow grease. Laundry chemicals, washing machine. BBQ wing maintenance access. Whoops. Buzzing noise and shower sparks are only replied. This terminal must be broken. Alright, let's put on those pants. Hotwire it. Nimble fingers bypass the broken circuits and trip door lock. Go on through. Barbecue wing freezer room. Someone has leaned a book against the front wall. Grab it. Ooh. Book is a book of short stories, each of which involves somebody freezing to death in the frigid west. Ooh, it gives hot armor. I could use that. Each story, protagonist succumbs to sub-zero conditions and perishes. At the end, the narrator opines that, if it were them, they simply would have not gone somewhere that is cold. They would have simply gone somewhere warm and thrived. There's hundreds of these stories, they're all like this. Okay, so we can get more of these, then we can actually get enough armor to win at chess. Massive steam-powered freezer. It's probably full of jumbo shrimp and military intelligence, am I right? Huh, somebody left an ice cream scoop in here. Ooh, mysticality +4. This makes it easy to serve ice cream without melting it, but hard to stop serving ice cream without losing a bunch of hand skin. It's just as good as the Fairy Star one, except it doesn't reduce their mysticality. Very old manhole cover, soul hole. It's potentially an ape hole. This fishman is doing his best impression of a crocodile. There are no fishmen in this particular pool of boiling goo, but there's a massive horrible slimy wiggling golf ball sized egg floating in it and the world's largest and most awful glass of bubble tea. Hot armor, huh? Welding gloves? Nope, still not enough hot armor. Got 3. Maybe I can come back after I get more XP so I can put it into that short stories of Long Winters. Yeah, we'll come back to this later. Ooh, fishing. Got Pustulent Gulch. Got fish in a sack. More fish in a sack. We'll come back to you later. Oh, we just went in a complete circle. Oh, okay then. Okay, we'll come back to you later. We found a metal detector, so we're gonna have to go back to the Crystal Dream Lake. So you spend some time poking around the woods near Sandwich Village with the Rufus metal detector, and onto the nearly impressive pile of trash, we're finding what you hope is a Delia's house key. Extremely rusty old key, chunk of lead, piece of scrap metal, self-adhesive rivets. Then you write Rufus SIT steam tunnels on the metal detector and stick it in the mailbox. Aww. I thought we'd be able to keep it. Let's just leave it be. Check your pockets for an appropriate key. Unlock the door. You brush off as much of those loose rust as you can think you can get away without turning the entire key into loose rust. Then slide into the keyhole and carefully Carefully turn it. The lock clicks open and the key completely disintegrates. You peek in the front door and look around. Looks like nobody's home, which makes sense considering the door was locked. Snoop around. I'm not even sure why I gave you the choice there. We both knew you were going to choose Snoop. Yeah, for real. It's like Delia's bed. Looks like there's something behind it. White ceramic plate, painted with nice forest scene. Pretty. No witch's brews here. Maybe a witch's stew? Probably just a regular person's stew. Oh wait, if the house doesn't burn down, does that mean I caused a paradox? I caused a paradox by not going to the burned house and picking out the page. You know what? I'm not going to think about it. Just relax. Small steel lockbox with the name Delia painted on it. Second thought, messing with the contacts of that box could cause some sort of nasty paradox. You decide to leave it be. This oil lamp is kind of uncomfortably close to the curtains. Move it. You carefully pick up the oil lamp and set it on the mantelpiece. That seems much safer. Did you know that oil in this kind of lamp comes out of a sperm whale's head? Tell me more. Okay, see, sperm whale fat renders into a pretty good lamp oil, better than other whales, but more importantly, they also have a reservoir full of really good oil in their heads, much as 500 gallons of it. Nobody knows why or what it's for. Once people realized that sperm whales were relatively populous within sailing distance of the colonial coast, it sparked an entire industry. The whaling industry in the colonies began in the 1640s, but that was a fair bit south of here. However, in just 2 years ago in 1690, whalers started working out of the islands around Lieutenant Harbor, or rather, what would eventually be called Lieutenant Harbor after its accidental enlistment and promotion during the War of 1774, and within 100 years those islands became whaling capital of the world, until of course the whales ran out. But the industry was able to flounder along with the invention of kerosene, until the invention of kerosene in the 1850s. Anyway, the point being, this lamp is really state-of-the-art technology around here. It's very interesting, thank you. Much better. Well, let's... Oh, look! The house is all fine now. Putnam House, which has nothing particularly unusual about it except that witches lived here. Oh, hey. It's different now. There's an old painted plate on display here. This is a plate that used to be on a Putnam's mantelpiece. It held up nicely over the next 236 years. Platico Plint says, this plate commemorates the founding of the town of Sandwich. On All Hallows Eve, how witchy can you get? Take a closer look, and the plate does indeed have a date in the painted filigree around the edge, 31st October 1626. Plaque says, this iron pan was probably for regular cooking, but we're pretty sure it was also used for making small batch potions sometimes. Nothing here. 1626, huh? He was a jerk, but he tried. Well, that's something at least. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Do a cat thing. Ooh, do a stretch. You have to chase all the mice into the things. Yeah, go on there. Get in there. Get in there, you dumb mice. Come on, get in there. Yeah. What's this? Throbbing ring of negative energy around the oversized rat shape. You should ask Jessica about this the next time you see her. Huh. I don't suppose any of your kids in the past know anything about it, do you? Oh, still can't unlock that. Can't talk to anyone here. Alright, well, let's go back to Ocean City. Found a little hole in space. A what? Like some sort of a shadow pocket kind of thing. Huh, you didn't put your hand in it or anything, did you? Yeah, there was a hot dog inside. Did you eat it? No, don't answer that. Look, I'm going to suggest that you don't do that again. Okay. You're going to though, aren't you? Guess we'll find out. Jessica opened the death drawer and pokes around inside it. Charles did something to a pair of pliers, deionized them or something I didn't catch. Ah, here they are. You see any more other things? You should be able to use these pliers to pinch them closed without actually touching them with your hands. Oh, neat. Thanks. Oh, I got a phone message. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's no for you. Call Don T with the phone number. You dial the number. Upon auditorially processing the alert bell from the telephonic device, I have answered it. Come on, Don, dial it back a notch. As it is you who have dialed my number, I do not entirely understand his request, Slime Green. Alright, well anyway, what do you need? Our observationalists have reported that you have or will soon become operational within PortCap, the locus of education known as the Seaside Institute of Technology. It's another shakedown? I'm not gonna put the screws on the entire university for you. That will not be necessary, as we are not in a competitivist relationship with this academical institution. No kidding. The specific task required of you is too sensitivinal to communicate to you in a telephonular manner. Proceed to the luncheon at Fish and Chips, whereupon you will meet one of our operatives, who is known by the sobriquet Greasy Steve. You'll recognize him by... No, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'll know him when I see him. Then fortuitous chance on your objective. Alright then. Oh, not the hardware store. Museum. Thriving ring of negative energy around the oversized rat shape. Close it. You carefully fold little sections that are ripped up with the pliers and you got it completely closed. Huh. Is that everything? Well, it looks like it. Hey, the shadowy thing is gone. I wonder if that is truly everything that needs to be done here. Nope, I am completely out of ideas. It still says Delia Putnam also died in 1692. There's still something that happened. Maybe we should get more alcohol rubbings. Is there some... Not sure what could happen. Nope, still nothing. Oh well, I guess we can leave that for next time.